Welcome to Amir Shakil 5858, the War and Love Report. I am Amir Goodname. Pandemic era protection for LA renters who could not rent is now over. Rent of March 2020 to September 2021 is due now. Some patients have filed lawsuits against the manufacturers of diabetics and weight loss drugs after experiencing side effects. On this, let's hear a report by Janet Sherman of CBS News.
They've been game changers in the world of weight loss. The drugs Ozempic and Mounjaro delivering big results, generally without dangerous side effects. But a lawsuit filed today against manufacturers Novo Nordisk and Eli Lilly claims otherwise, saying the drugs can cause stomach paralysis, something they claim happened to their client, a 44-year-old Louisiana woman who took the drugs for type 2 diabetes and weight loss.
Her problems have been so severe that she's been to the emergency room multiple times, including last weekend. She's actually even thrown up so violently that she's lost teeth.
Stomach paralysis can be a side effect of diabetes, which the drugs are commonly prescribed for. Rhea Hand, who is not involved in the lawsuit, has had similar issues with Ozempic.
The stomach pain was just unbearable, and I just couldn't keep anything down. I would drink something, and within minutes, like 5-10 minutes later, I would be throwing it right up.
More than 40% of Americans are obese, and demand for the medications has soared. They aren't cheap. A 1-month supply can cost more than $1,300. But now the University of Texas system says it will end insurance coverage for the FDA-approved weight loss drugs Wegovy and Saxenda in September. Other employers are increasing the copay amount. Some consider the move's a setback, as obesity has only recently been treated as a disease by many health plans instead of a lifestyle choice. The drugs are labeled with side effects, most commonly that stomach pain, nausea, and constipation. CBS News did reach out to the drug companies, Eli Lilly telling us patient safety is a top priority, and Novo Nordisk saying that it was unaware of the lawsuit, but is constantly monitoring the safety of its.
The suspected Gilgo Beach killer appeared first time since pleading not guilty. As prosecutor revealed, they have tons of evidence. Today, Rich Human appeared with a stunned face and dark blazer and handcuffed, stood before judge. Attorneys from both sides meeting in a conference discussed evidence against him, including a surveillance video when items during a 12-day in-depth search of suspect home. Let's hear a latest from Errol Burnett, a CBS Evening News reporter.
Suffice to say, it is a massive amount of material, and that's just the beginning.
Human's lawyer accusing the media of having already convicted his client.
He's a man who's never been arrested before. He's maintained his innocence.
Human's wife, Asa Ellerup, releasing these images of the home she shared with him, showing a bathtub that appears to be sliced open with boxes of items strewn everywhere.
There are some reports that Human's soon-to-be ex-wife is upset at the way the house was effectively turned upside down. She might try to bring forward a case.
She can pursue whatever remedies she feels are necessary.
Ellerup also saying she's been blindsided by the arrest. In a statement referring to their adult son and daughter, she says they've been crying themselves to sleep. Quote, and I've been crying myself to sleep too. Every time my kids go through something, they open a box. Every single time, they cry. In discussing her son with developmental issues, Ellerup tells the New York Post he's so distraught and doesn't understand, and as a mother, I have no answers for him. Human is
Very hot and dry conditions are fueling wildfires in the West. No significant relief anytime soon. California, Arizona are baking. No rain soon. The fire potential is increasing in Oklahoma and Texas as heat domes remain to continue for the high plains and southern states. Very dangerous intensive heat is going right into the weekend. Most of these places will see the temperature in triple digits. New York City police said that there's a hate crime has taken place. A dancer has been stabbed to death. Eyewitness heard the homophobic slurs during the attack. This attack took place outside a gas station in Brooklyn. The victim, O'Shea Sibley, was a professional dancer and a choreographer. According to witness, the attacker said, "You are gay, you don't deserve to live." It happened on a Saturday night on the intersection of Avenue P and Coney Island Avenue in Brooklyn. Surveillance video shows that the victim and his friend stopped there to get gas, but soon they had an heated argument with a man who made a homophobic slurs. Sibley was stabbed in the chest and later died. Hate crime is a federal offense and it's investigated by FBI. Hate crimes rise 11% this year, but crimes against gay males has increased 41%. Victim was a student in a famous theater in New York. According to theater's director, victim was loved by instructors and his fellow students, and he was loved for his. According to Memphis City Police, a man tried to enter a Jewish school with a gun on Monday. Alleged gunman has been identified as a former student of the school. According to one of his colleagues, this person was struggling with the mental problems for years. He was shot by police in confrontation. He is in critical condition in hospital. Major fire damages building in San Francisco. San Francisco officials are investigating cause of fire. A fire which was broke out in a building which was under construction. Building was surrounded by scaffolding, partially collapsed. 4 alarm fire damaged several other buildings around. Let's watch a report about U.S. women football team's performance in Women's Football World Cup. Report will also discuss about some financial gains by the women's teams. This report is compiled by Nancy Chan, a reporter of CBS Evening News. Now over to Nancy Chan.
The biggest women's sporting event is smashing records. But the U.S. team has already notched a massive win off the pitch, playing in their first World Cup with equal pay to men. In some cases, female players had been earning just 38% of what men made per game.
This is the first World Cup since the equal pay victory. You were at the table for that win. What did that mean?
It meant a lot to be able to achieve what we've done. We still have more progress to make and ways to go.
That includes bringing in even more money to women's sports.
This is actually a terrible business move if you're not getting in on it, if you're not investing.
FIFA sponsorship has grown 150% since the last Women's World Cup, and on TV, the matches are forecast to reach 2 billion viewers worldwide, a nearly 80% increase from 2019.
I think from a business perspective, it's all upside.
Ally Bank recently announced it's working to spend equally on paid advertising across men's and women's sports.
80% of all purchase decisions in a household are made by women, right? This is who the consumer is today, and women's sports are at a tipping point of really becoming massive.
A Women's World Cup with plenty to cheer for.
I think America has grown into, loving the game now. You see so much more investment, and you see people actually wanting and learning. It's incredible.
Nancy Chen, CBS News.
28 major fire damages building in San Francisco. San Francisco officials are investigating cause of fire. A fire which was broke out in a building which was under construction. Building was surrounded by scaffolding, partially collapsed. Four alarm fire damaged several other buildings around. In Charleston, South Carolina, helicopter crash near airport prompted airport authorities to close down the international airport. The story is still developing. Lori Walter Wall, so-called doomsday mom, was sentenced for killing of her two children on a bizarre claim that they were zombies. A report by CBS Evening News.
Lori Daybell stared straight ahead as an Idaho judge imposed the maximum sentence allowed.
The mother killed her own children, and you simply have no remorse.
Daybell had been convicted of murdering two of her children, 16-year-old Tylee and 7-year-old JJ, and conspiring to kill Tammy Daybell before marrying Tammy's husband, Chad. In court, Daybell spoke out for the first time.
Jesus Christ knows that no one was murdered in this case. Accidental deaths happen.
It was rambling, bizarre, and disturbing. She claims the spirits of JJ and Tylee have reassured her.
My children are happy. He put his arm around me. He said to me, "You didn't do anything wrong, Mom." Tylee came to me and she said to me, "Stop worrying, Mom. We are fine."
The judge was having none of it.
You chose the most evil and destructive path possible. You justified all of this by going down a bizarre religious rabbit hole, and clearly you are still down there.
Before sentencing, family members took direct aim at Daybell.
Lori, you participated in the savage murders of precious people. I hope the life you live is filled with fear.
And outside court,
We are done with Lori. She is no more to us.
The arrogance to say what she said after she's done what she did, I'm still at a loss for words for that.
another remarkable moment, the judge said photos from the crime scene were so disturbing he would never be able to erase them from his memory. The judge called Daybell a danger to society, Nora.
A report by Jonathan Vigiolati. Police in North Carolina searching a driver. According to their statement, he tried to intentionally plow into the group of migrant workers outside a Walmart. It happened on Sunday. 6 people were injured. The driver is described as an older white man. He was driving an old model black SUV with a luggage bag. On Capitol Hill, a Republican-held House Oversight Committee interviewed Hunter Biden's former partner, Devon Archer, about any possible connection to Mr. Biden. This testimony was hour-long and was behind the doors. Devon Archer was one of Hunter Biden's closest business associates. He served alongside the president's son at Ukraine energy firm. Both Republican and Democrats said that Archer testified that Hunter Biden put father on speakerphone around business associates. Republican committee chairman said Joe Biden was the brand that his son sold around the world to enrich the Biden family. But a senior Democrat was there today and he said that he never heard of any significant wrongdoing by the president's son. White House statement says that House Republican-owned much-hyped witness testified that he never heard of President Biden discussing business with his son or his son's associates or doing anything wrong. In an interview in 2019, Hunter Biden said that his family